Anime Rangers X, the game that's still worth playing, with a question mark, of course. So, this game's, been doing its weekly updates. Uh, they've been doing okay, I would say. There's a lot that's going wrong right now. So, let me get into it. So, every time they update, they promise certain times to drop, and then they just don't, and then a couple hours later, then they drop. It's them not really having great management for updates and stuff. It's a bit annoying considering they don't work around European times. So I'm sitting up till 3, 4 in the morning waiting for updates. Not great for me. And I'm sure it's not great for many other people towards this region. That's minor. Just sleep. It will be there when you wake up, right? That's not too much of an issue. But let's go actually into the updates. So this update was a portal update. You get portals from the merchant. Don't know if it's here right now. It is. The Divine Flowers, these are portals. I can show you that I have done every tier. Plus I have some of the secret Freyron portals. But aside from that, portal updates are kind of bad. Like, I've never enjoyed them. They're not great. And especially with the way that the game's scaling, it's just becoming more and more reliant on certain teams, certain gears, certain souls. And, that's just not the way I think the game should be going. Right now, this is the team I've been using for the portals, for the tier 10 and the Freyron portals, because I can beat the Freyron ones in 16 seconds and the tier 10s in a minute. I only knew this team through another YouTuber. If I can find the video, I'll credit it. As you can see, these are all the gears you need, and then the solar fire apparently. But this gets her cost down, makes her do a bit more. She's quicker, less cost, etc, etc. But if I didn't have the gears and the souls that she kind of has on her, I don't think I'd be able to beat it as quick. Although the gears that are being used more frequently are pretty easy to get. It's from the expedition mode. It cycles through these. But with the JoJo update, this Ascension one, these capsules have a chance to drop. I actually don't have any right now. I thought I did. They have a chance to drop other capsules which will give you the gears. So that's okay. I mean, still being a little too reliant on gears isn't great, all things considered. Because I know I've definitely struggled in the past with the Gogeta event. I wanted to get a shiny one, but I couldn't beat the boss on Nightmare in the time given because I didn't have certain gears, I didn't have certain souls. So very annoying that I missed out. I was able to get a normal one. He's not really relevant anymore, but it still would have been nice to have had it. Let's talk about something that really annoys me. So, the Holy Grail War for Gilgamesh. He used to be a 0.05%. They've only recently just buffed him to this. I was lucky enough to get Gilgamesh when he was a 0.05%. I don't know how, I just kept farming. It took so long to get him, but I'm glad I did. Because without Gilgamesh, I would not have been able to beat this to get Gappy. Let's just talk about all the drop rates in this game. So, in traits, they've got these new divine rerolls that came out with the Freyron update. As you see, I have two, indicated by the ticket symbol. This brought along two new traits, the Dark Ranger and the Beyonder. No idea what they do, I haven't been able to pull them, obviously. It's not good. You can either spend Robux for them, or, let me find it, the tier 10 portals, they have a 0.05% chance from these, or from the Freyron portals, they are also the same chance, and Freyron's the same chance. I don't have her, which is really annoying. And that's just because the drop chances are ridiculous. Boros, from the capsule, I think he was like a 0.005 or something. I don't fully know. I think I had to pity for him, just because it's stupid. But this hasn't been the first time that they've done this. Like the adventure mode, 0.05%. I farmed this when it came out. Yeah, I didn't get anything. The best I got was maybe, I'd say about 15 of these adventure portals, because I'm pretty sure they were lower chance. I can't remember. They do eventually buff stuff, which is okay, but it's for the initial update that really, really sucks. I've not really bothered too much with some of these other things here. Swarm event was good. I found a way to cheese it, to do it really quickly. The infinites are pointless, quite literally. The Ascension event's great to farm capsules. They give a lot of rerolls, they give units, etc, etc. But yeah, I mean, really in the future, they just need to kind of balance everything out. Don't make it too hard if it's not going to be good. Because I guarantee when I get Fragrant, if I get Fragrant, that she's just going to suck. She's just going to be another fodder unit that won't even make it onto the team. Because right now, we're being expected to grind these flower currencies to try and roll the Lucci unit off the banner. 0.05. And guess what? I got him today. He sucks. He actually sucks. I got Sovereign on him because, yeah, his passives are this: increase the unit cap to 1,000,000. I don't know what this means. What unit cap? What? This unit's damage increases by 5% each time he attacks the same enemy, stacking up to 300%. Okay, so he keeps attacking the same unit, and his damage will go up. If the unit deals 20 million damage within the first 30 seconds of spawning, activate Awakened mode. In Awakened mode, gain 20% attack speed, 35% evasion, and 100% basic damage each time this unit deals ability damage. Enemies are marked. Marked enemies have minus 40% evasion and take 15% damage from all sources. And then this, whatever it takes. This unit will consume any Fragrant unit within its area, excluding Ubel, to gain 100% damage per unit consumed, stacking up to 1000%. But it didn't really work like this, because I used 2 Fragrant units, 1 Sovereign, 1 with Sephiroth on, and well, he didn't consume 10 of them combined. He just did nothing. His damage sucks. He is just a really bad character. Next thing I want to talk about are the trait rates. And not just the normal traits. The normal traits are fine. But I mean these. 0.05. They really just love this number, don't they? 0.05% for the Beyonder. I believe with the way that rerolls are, the divine ones, considering you can only get these through the divine rerolls, I can't remember what the math was, but I think it was just worse or just as bad as Animated Fenders with 5.7 years. I think it was more than that, like way more. So, it's just not gonna work. And just to prove it, Gappy, I don't care about the Sovereign on him. Ready, because I'm manually doing it, doesn't matter. I've got 2, let's divine roll, 1, Juggernaut, and Blitz. That's it. It is genuinely just horrific. I get wanting to have more powerful traits. They are very, reliant and helpful. But when you think about it, there should realistically be a farm for it. It doesn't have to be, as much as normal rerolls where you can get capsules and get thousands at a time. That's not what I'm saying. But there needs to be something more manageable. Because I'd love to farm more capsules for normal rerolls, but my time is being taken for Fragrant portals and normal portals. I haven't even got one of these 2 out of it yet. And the flowers are just pointless for me now. What good is it for me when I have all the banner units from this update, as you can see here? Well, I don't have Fragrant, but I have Rob Lucci, I have Stark, Fern, and Ubel. That's it. I have all of them. I'm done with this, and I still have 300k. And I could go for a shiny Lucci, sure, but why would I when he's just not a good unit? In my eyes, at least. I mean, maybe I'm doing something wrong, maybe I'm not understanding, but when I used him, he just sucked. I couldn't even use him in the test place because he'd just kill the Goku boss. That is a bug that keeps happening. It did it last update with Gappy, which makes sense. Considering he just doesn't have a DPS limit. He just keeps going up and up, which I really like about the character. Massive JoJo fan here, and I love Part 8. My next point is the understanding and the lack of creativity in these updates. So far, it's not been good. With the JoJo update, I didn't mind some of the trials. Gappy stuff. It's okay. They all were pretty much the same. Do the infinite, do damage, do the Dio event. Do it with this character and then open capsules. It was pretty much the same for Jotaro as well. Infinite, complete. Oh no, Jotaro's a bit okay. They're all a bit different, but you get my point. The Ranger stage 100 times, deal 100 million damage with Starboy. Deal 5 billion damage with Poochie. Deal 50 billion damage with Dio. It's like, okay, the grind isn't too hard. It's pretty easy. Toryu, complete 200 in the infinite, 750 million with Toryu. Do the infinite with Toryu. Oh no, that's the ranger stage. And then do the story stage, right? Easy, Toryu, he's okay, I guess. It was just kind of boring. Easy quest, easy characters. I got it done in the first night. As you can see, I've got Jotaro evolved into a ranger with Sovereign, Toryu with Sovereign, Gappy not with Sovereign anymore, but yeah, I'll get it back. There's a lot more they could be doing, but they don't do. I don't want to sit around doing some, quests. Do this, do that, do this 100 times. Do this 400 times. Go slaughter your family just because you can. It's just like, no, I'm not going to slaughter my family for Dio. It's not okay. But yeah, I mean, Brandon taking over the game, well, I know that happened quite a while ago, was an alright idea. I mean, the other devs weren't great. They were very nice and accommodating to me, but when the game actually first came out, but since then they kind of slacked on the updates. Brandon took over. I stopped playing the game for a little bit, and I've caught up now. I do love the game, and I'll do what I can when I can. But they just need to come up with new things. No one wants to sit around doing portals. No one wants to have to do 100 of the same thing just for a unit, and then to do his quest, etc., etc. The raids are okay. We've only got 3 right now, but the last one was kind of pointless. I mean, you evolve Sun Jinwoo, but look at the other ones. These ones drop souls, a unit, and just some other stuff, tokens, currency. This one just drops stuff to evolve Jinwoo and Beru. Both are okay. Jinwoo's not really in the meta anymore. Well, for certain things, I'd say he's okay. Really, I'd like more creativity with how everything goes. Me personally, I am a sucker for random modes. RNG modes. APD, big example of that. They added a winter event where it was just full random units, and then they did it for Easter. I still go to that game every now and then, even though Brandon took over and now it's sitting at under 100 players or something. But yeah, that was one thing to really keep me enticed, me and my friend. Random modes really are the best. There's no having to stress so much. You can just kind of chill and just see what you get. Get to use units that you've not used, get to see them in different lights. Although I wouldn't exactly know how this would work for Anime Rangers X personally. They'd probably have to do a new system, etc. So I wouldn't expect to see that. Would absolutely adore it though. Like the Anime Last Stand, a game owned by Brandon as well. They have a random mode. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. Really, my issue with everything right now is there's not a lot to do. Considering how quickly you can beat stuff, it's kind of pointless to play. I mean, portals are fucking boring. I'll say that. And I just don't want to do them. But I have to, because I need to get all the units, because I need to do Freyren, etc, etc. I'm just hoping the next update is going to be amazing. I'm not in their Discord server, and I don't want to be, so I can't tell you what's coming next. But I think one of my friends posted a sneak for Cloud. I think they're going to do a Final Fantasy update for this, like they did for Anime Last Stand. I could be bugging, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, it's an interesting video for me to come back to. I've taken a little break. I had some, I needed some time for me. I kind of lost my drive for videos, but I am back now. I do want to say I will be streaming soon. I'll be streaming whatever, whenever, I'll try and keep a schedule, and I'll try and make a schedule. Make sure to join the Discord. I'll also leave that in the description as well. Yeah, I mean, if there's anything you guys want me to play, or, kind of things, because the only other than what's been going on that's killed my drive, there's not really been too many games on Roblox recently. I have started playing Overwatch, and I am thinking about maybe doing Overwatch videos alongside Roblox videos. Obviously, I'll be doing that with streaming as well. I'll be streaming a bit of both, maybe some other stuff. So yeah, I mean, look out for anything. Join the Discord to be informed about stuff. I do want to get my community, to be active again. It was active for a little bit. It kind of slowed down, and I still have a great bunch of people that talk in there. So yeah, sorry for being away for so long, almost 3 months now, but I am back.